F-A-T-C-A-T. Man, y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show. F-A-T. Watch the time on you. Say it one more time. F-A-T-C-A-T. Man, y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show. F-A-T. Watch the time on you. Here we go. No matter what you say, I'ma spit it how I spit it so you niggas can't forget it. Everybody is a critic. I walk in the dark with my chronicles veridic, with my game up the bar, so your girl'll let me hit it. Damn, man, my show's simply marvelous. You can stop the hating and debating, you can't argue this. Cause if you found something better, you would sip Moretta while wearing an ugly sweater. But my show you listening, so stop the whimpering. This is for the sinners and the born again Christians. Turn to Philippians, nope, you can miss me then. If you wanna talk, take my number, you can hit me then. Cause you know my show is rocking. Fat Cat, remember that when your girl is shocking. When them headphones are knocking. Fat Cat Show and you don't stop the knocking. F-A-T-C-A-T. Man, y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show. F-A-T. Watch the time on you. Say it one more time. F-A-T-C-A-T. Man, y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show. F-A-T. Watch the time on you. Here we go. Yo. What's cracking? You rockin' with your boy, the sinister minister, the thinky deacon, the Rabbi Raymond Noodle, the chaplain, the fried chicken's last right. The sinister minister, y'all know who it is. That's Fat Cat. And I'm here and I'm down with my dog, Roof. Y'all know who it is. That's T Satellite. Bills.
What's happening, people?
What up? We do apologize for the all of a sudden, jump in glitch, but we been having, I got some internet connection problems going on. I need to see Satellite Bills over there because that's the man that'll hook you up. But
I will hook you up no matter what your satellite or cable or internet needs are.
Hallelujah. So what's going down anyway, man? I gotta get comfortable over here. What's going down your way anyway, man?
I'm just sitting here waiting for this other series of Power to come out.
Oh yeah, you waiting on that?
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna do anything but wait on that.
Dang,
in my Valentines Day date, I'm gonna wait on her too.
Well, you silly is all outdoors, man. But this is I guess we could call it pre-Valentine's Day, and I hope everybody getting their plans together, for whatever. And it's also tax season, and it's also cuffing season. People want to get cuffed. You know what it is to be cuffed, man, or you did the cuffing?
I don't know, man. It feels better when you got somebody else's wife or woman. It feels good.
The deacon will not respond to that one right there. I will not respond. But anyway, it's nice and cold outside. It did a little bit of snowing today, but it wasn't no real threat. I hope everybody out there is keeping warm, doing what you got to do out there. No traveling unless you necessarily have to, travel. But it's all good in my neck of the woods at least. And also we want to, I've been neglecting to mention this is Black History Month, and man, we got to get back to our Black history like we did last year, this time, man. But I said I had made that promise that I was going to keep it going throughout the year. We need to start dropping Black history facts. You know what I'm saying? All through the year, not just make it, marginalize it to one month, but just keep that thing going for the whole,
Oh, that Who Killed Malcolm X documentary really did something to you, huh?
I don't know, man, but I was saying that last year. If you look back at the shows last year, you'll see. And for those that's currently listening and stuff, if you would, you could follow us on iTunes, Stitcher, Blog Talk Radio, Spotify, iHeart, Deezer, TuneIn. You can watch us on Twitter, Periscope. All the above, y'all. Just show your love and also follow the Fat Cat Show. Subscribe to it. on YouTube at Fat Cat Show Network. That's what's up right there. You know what I'm saying? And also share this post so we can get the news out that the livest show right now, the livest podcast.
It's the livest podcast, so the
Yeah.
livest in the world, Craig.
In the world is rocking right now. So anyway, and then y'all know y'all can feel free any topics that you want us to talk about on the show. It's up for grabs, y'all. All you got to do is drop that in to us, and we set that show up in any time and go there. But like I said, like we start every show, we want to wish those with birthdays a happy birthday, and we also want to give our condolences to those who have lost people. As you see today, I'm wearing, my late grandfather's memory shirt, and just I think about him a lot. So, but I don't know, man. I'm not gonna get too deep into that because I want to make it a prosperous time for people to just talk. But this came up. I saw this topic that I want to talk about right now. I seen this on what's up, cuz I see you, John, in there. Um, I seen this on a page. It was a stat, and it was this. And I know we could talk about it, me and you, because we have daughters. So the topic, the meme says, I'm letting it pop up right now. I know because it's a little bit slower where y'all at. The meme says, I can't even see. Come on, y'all, give it to me. This thing moving too slow. There you go. Would you allow your 13-year-old daughter to attend her best friend's baby shower? Would you allow your 13-year-old daughter?
How old is her best friend?
Got to be the same age. Whoa, ho, ho.
A lot of people do that. I'm saying they even throw baby showers for kids, and I don't believe in that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like, you think I'm gonna throw you a party for going raw and getting pregnant? Mm-mm.
You know what? And I think everything has to be a lesson tool. It's rough. Pretty much. I interact with my daughter the way I interact with her, but I think for the most part, her mom got a good handle on her, and I try to take pointers from my wife of learning, how to deal because the mama daughter, daddy daughter is two different relationships. So it's I know you can speak a lot about it because you raised your daughter, but with me this is a whole new type of world and atmosphere for me. So it's like them things that I see some dads they'll come in, you know some dads can get in touch with that side. They know how to do their daughter's hair and stuff. I don't know how to do all that stuff. I ain't that type of dad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to the twist braids and and do all that stuff. That's not me. That never been me. I be like, sure, my wife don't do it. She stuck. She got a nappy head. Trying to depend on me to try to do that mess. But but if it was me in that situation popped up right there, if she did go, I would be schooling my daughter at that time like this is not what you want for your life. This is not really what you want for your life. You wanna surpass all that. You wanna be better than that. Not saying you look down on your friend, but you look at this situation as something that you don't want to happen to you. Now she has to be grow up before she actually wants to enjoy your childhood. Remember your mom and them used to tell you that all the time. Enjoy your childhood. Don't try to grow up too fast. And then we was always wishing that we hurried up and grew up,
I
right?
know I wasn't getting none when I was 13 though.
you,
I
you
was
were
still
getting it.
playing with toys.
Okay, hold on,
G.I.
caller.
Joe.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I think about puberty and stuff coming up, and then my I remember I was real into He-Man and Transformers at
How
that
old
time.
was you?
At that time, about 11 to 12 years old and stuff like that. But
How old was you when you stopped playing with toys?
soon as I hit that 13 to 13 mark,
Oh, you was playing with toys all the way until you was
to
13?
12 and 13.
Uh,
Yep, that little mark. And so I know you probably was doing all kinds of things
I
at
didn't say
12
nothing, man. Come on now. I just asked you if you was still playing with Cabbage Patch Kids.
you know you was playing with dildos. So, but anyway, I my my auntie told me, she said, when you get to start noticing girls, you're gonna let these toys go real quick, and that's what happened. Once I really started getting into uh just talking with chicks and all that. Slab when
How old was you when you got your first kiss?
to be honest, the first kiss came in kindergarten.
No, I'm talking about real kiss, not that little kitty shit. I'm talking about a real
Well,
kiss.
you didn't specify
Okay,
at first.
I'm saying it now. How old was you when you got your first real kiss?
Mm, middle school. I was, yeah, about middle school, about 12.
Hmm.
First, I'll tell you, my little Johnson boy got hard in the mud. Like,
Hey, man, nobody want to hear about Joe Johnson.
I'm just saying, little Johnson got hard in the mud. But wait, we got a caller, man. Let me see what's going on. You rocking with the Fat Cat Show? What's
Hello, this
that?
is Brandy.
Hey, what up, Brandy?
Hey, how are y'all doing today?
All
Hey,
right.
Satellite.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's happening?
Not too much. I just tuned in, told everybody what up. How are you? I miss y'all.
Miss you too. Yeah. So answer
Uh,
answer a question. I know you don't have a daughter, but if you had a daughter, would you allow your 13-year-old daughter to attend her best friend's baby shower?
no.
Oh, wow. She said
The
that.
reason why, no,
She said that emphatically.
because then, I don't know. That's a definite no. Because I'm thinking that I would have to have a talk with her first. Because this is her best friend. My best friend's pregnant.
Yeah.
Because that brings me back to that group of teenage girls around that age who decided to have a pregnancy test.
Mm.
And I want to make sure that she understands that it is out of order to be pregnant at that age. First of all, you're not married, obviously. I hope not, unless you're from Georgia or Kentucky or West Virginia.
Right.
But I'm going to get that message to her, of course, early in life. But if I had a daughter and her best friend became pregnant, you would not accept that as a parent, and you must know how her parents feel.
Mm.
That's why I'm not letting you go. Be mad at me,
Right.
as long as you don't walk down that same path.
Right.
I'm going to let you know that I'm not okay with that.
So Satellite, you was pretty quiet about it. What about you? What's your take?
I'm like, nah, because her pregnant friend probably got some boys like, what's up with your girl?
But
Exactly.
Tramps running groups.
you know what? But you wasn't always the reflection of who you hung with.
I don't know. I ain't willing to chance it. How
Birds of a
about that?
feather.
I'm just saying. We heard that saying, but like I said, we wasn't always the reflection of who we hung with. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
you got a daughter. Just remember that same rule.
And most definitely. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
That
let me
goes.
give it to you from a girl's perspective. Because when I was younger, I was 13, and a lot of my friends were 14. I have family members who were having children at 14.
Mm,
And my thing was I was around them, yes. Like you said, Fat Cat, yes. You are not a reflection of people you hang around. I hang around a lot of people. That don't mean I'm like them.
yeah.
You're right about that. I say birds of a feather. I don't say they flock together.
Yeah.
They are similar. Maybe I have some type of empathy for her.
Right.
You pregnant at 14. You're not enjoying your childhood.
Right.
So I'm going to take you around while you're pregnant. We're going to the movies. We're going to the mall. We're going here because I'm trying to make you better. At least let you enjoy something that you're going to get taken away from you in 9 months.
So,
But as
so
far as me as a mother letting my daughter go to the baby shower is a no-no because I don't want you to think it's okay because you're celebrating a pregnancy.
right. Satellite,
This is a pregnancy that's
what you thinking over there?
mm.
I see you. I see your mind working.
No,
Hold on.
I'm just like, it's not gonna happen. You cannot go to a baby shower for a kid, and you're a kid. Don't
Right.
even call my house no more.
Wow.
No, and don't even ask if you could spend the night over there, because
Wow.
evidently their parents is not teaching them right. I don't need it to rub off on my daughter.
But that goes.
And I do understand what Satellite is saying too.
But
But you got to realize you could create a rebel.
see,
Then your daughter may say, "I want to run away home and do what I want to do. I want to run away from
Well,
home." You know, you
if
could
you run
create a
away, just
rebel
stay gone.
or ally.
she said, you said stay
See,
gone.
that's a male
Yeah.
perspective and that's a female perspective. You got both perspectives going on here.
See,
I have a boy, you have a girl.
see, and that's the thing where we talked about when we got into the man perspective of things, and you said, you know, let's weed man out and staying away and teaching your kids, preparing your kids to how to deal with certain situations like that. The thing is, we could teach, but ultimately that person is going to, is definitely going to do what they want to do. And I always reference. I'm gonna let you. I got you next. I always reference. I know me and you always talk about when you quote a rap term, but this was my favorite rap term, and this was from X Clan, Brother J. He said, today's pig will be tomorrow's bacon, and that was one of my favorite lines from him. And that's like,
I remember that.
if you don't deal with if you don't deal with the pig today, it's gonna become bacon tomorrow, and people gonna consume it. So we have to deal, even when we see the knucklehead kid walking up the block, and we just ignore this kid, and we not doing our part to try to.
Let me ask you a question.
Yo, yo.
When you was a young guy, uh, could you hang out with the neighborhood knucklehead?
No, I couldn't do it.
You see, so why can your daughter hang out with the pregnant girl?
No, no, I didn't say per se that my daughter can hang out with
I'm talking
a
about
pregnant
if
girl. I didn't say that. See, the difference is with me is I said education is everything. I agree with what you say. We have to religiously and spiritually and morally educate our kids. We definitely we definitely have to do that. But
you know what I think about? Like when young girls have sex, where did they have sex at? I know it wasn't at my house.
right.
Okay, if it was behind a garage or something, oh, she really trifling, and you really can't hang out with her.
And you got to, and one thing you have to realize too, when you're having children, you may say, "Oh, that kid bad. Oh, that kid bad. My kid not bad." And next thing you know, when your children get bad, you wonder where to get it from. Well, when I was in kindergarten, when my son, well, sorry, when my son was in kindergarten, I was volunteering in the class. One of the students told another student, "I'm gonna get my big brother to shoot you." And you know what I thought? I didn't think that boy was bad. I didn't think something was wrong with him. I said, that boy is being raised in the same class, in the same neighborhood, in the same situation sometimes, as far as outside, not in
Hmm.
the home, as my son.
Right. And
So you don't. Go ahead.
and that's the question right there that I want to pose to those out that's listening right now. You see it across the screen. Would you allow your 13-year-old daughter to attend her best friend's baby shower? We do have to start looking at things at a broader spectrum. Because, like I said, just think about all the people that your parents told you. You always had that friend that your mother and your father probably told you, "Hey, I don't want you playing with them. I don't
That
want."
was all my
Yeah,
friends.
I'm just saying. You had that
And that's
one.
the whole thing. I didn't have that. My mother let me just go, and when the street lights come on, bam, I'm at home. And she let me experience things. I mean, once you let a child experience things,
So,
they're less likely to do those things because they have the choice. If you taught them right at home, they know what's right, they know what's wrong.
right. But you know what? I want to
And
get
not talking.
I want to get off
Go ahead.
this topic right quick, and I want to go to this shorter topic. We got to keep it short for our main topic time, um, and that's going into we all seen what's happening with the Wade family, D Wade's family, and how he's handling that situation with his son, and and the narrative that I wrote is what a dad's responsibility is to his son, and that's we supposed to be giving our kids our sons the tools to become men, and I really think that he is failing his son because I just don't see a guy his age being able to fully understand sexuality and what that means, and what that means for his life going forward.
You know what you got to think about? Like with Dwayne Wade and Magic Johnson, they wasn't around a lot. They had to go to practice, they had games or whatever. So they wasn't there to raise their boys.
Right,
Dwayne Wade was gone all the time.
right.
He can't be like me or you, just be there for for your wife and be there for your kids or whatever.
Yeah,
They're always gone. So you're gonna give up something for that thing.
right, right.
And you see the one guy that tried to make life a little easier and get a helicopter, and you see what happened to him.
Right,
It
right,
crashed and he died.
right,
So you got to give up something to try to have some type of normalcy in your child's life.
right, right,
Because somebody
Mm.
had, while he was gone, you don't know who was watching that little boy.
right, right, right.
Mm-hmm.
But
And you know what they say.
but
You
but
must watch who's around your children.
but yeah, you know
Right,
what?
right, right.
Eh,
But when you gone, that's almost like going to prison.
but
Like you taking chances out in the
Right.
streets, you get locked up. Who gonna be there for your kids?
but at the same time though, my thing is okay. He acknowledged okay. I was gone. But at the same time, for you to now reinforce the behavior. But then again, I blame Dwayne Wade
Thank you.
because he had a kind of like a little fruity side to him. He was coming
Man,
dressed,
he got his toenails
yeah,
painted
all
red.
yeah, and that's
He
it.
could be the alleged. He could be the alleged perpetrator. You never
Yeah,
know.
yeah, you never know.
Right, right,
You
and
know,
and, and,
when
and
he ain't got to play with them balls, he probably come play with that little boy balls.
oh my God, you know what? And that's the thing. I mean, and I'm not trying to. My thing is this. Even though I don't believe in homosexuality, and I'm not. I don't hate homosexual. I don't hate homosexuals. I hate the sin. I hate the sin. I love the people, but people want to classify just because you don't like homosexuality that you homophobic. They want to call you
Hmm.
homophobic, but the thing is, it's almost what can we can't call it wait, can we call it reverse sexism?
No, you
Because
can call it whatever you want.
okay,
Raise
we
your boy,
we
raise
Put
your
it this way.
boys.
I accuse
I
myself
let
of
my
that.
son answer that.
yeah,
When you coming around, you a boy, you
Thank
acting
you.
like a girl. You know what? He gonna be like, look at that little punk. That's how he talk. I'm not telling him what to say, but he been around a man, so he gonna know what to say.
right, right, and
I also believe it's a responsibility of the mother. Like you say, like I said earlier, you watch who's around your children. But I have a boy, and where I lived, I stayed near Highland Park, and the area I lived in. When I found out I was pregnant, was horrible when I was young. When I was younger, and so I said, "Oh, I'm having a child. Oh, my neighborhood. I don't care what I gotta do. I would die for my child."
Mm-hmm.
So I had to move out of that neighborhood and move into a better neighborhood just for my child. Not to say that it's not everywhere, because it's everywhere. It's on TV. He never watched Empire.
You know,
I wasn't okay with that.
yeah. You know what? My thing is this is once we understand our roles, and I'm just dealing with our side of the woods, meaning the black experience. Once we understand our roles, the black woman and the black man understand their roles. We important to each other. Of course, the
Mm-hmm.
mother births the children. She births the children. We are the bricklayers. The men, we are the bricklayers, the foundation layers.
Who you
So
gonna tell all that to? Some
Correct.
woman?
I'm just saying we are the foundation
What you gonna be
layers.
No,
like?
he's right.
I'm the
If it
foundation.
wasn't for
But
his father, I don't know where I'd
yeah,
be.
we're
His father taught him everything as far as him being a man. His father taught him how to ride a bike. His father taught him how to play baseball, basketball, this and that. And all. I'm like, yeah, he has a great father. And I
mm,
thank God that I picked that person. It's all about who you pick, too. Because you can say bricklayers, you're the men, bricklayers, but what if you in a situation where you pick the wrong person? You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
I do understand you're the
But
bricklayers, but you got to pick the right
but but
bricklayer. You got
but
to pick the professional, certified one.
but let me say this though. At the same time too, okay, you may pick the wrong person, but just say you end up getting the right person in your life. And this is like single woman. I'm not singling nobody out specifically. I'm just saying if
Mm-hmm.
you get a man in there that's willing to step up. I saw a guy put that like that. He said, I'm not his stepfather. I'm just a man that stepped up." And so when you
Exactly.
get that man that want to step up and take on that responsibility, don't give him a hard time. Don't be don't this you ain't you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Because that man that young boy need to be looking at a man to know how to become a young man. He needs to see a hard working
Yeah.
man. He
Mm-hmm.
needs to see he needs to see a well balanced spiritual man up in his life, so he know how to behave himself. Now I give it to women like you, Brandy. I give it to women like my mother. My mother was a single parent raising me. But I still had my grandfather in my life
Mm-hmm.
to mold after when I grew up. But just women have to stop this thing where when they become single, some women, I'm gonna say
They
some,
give up.
they give up, and
They
and
give
then
up.
most of them become bitter, and then they be like, I don't need no man in my life, and this and this and that. Uh,
And
you
it's
know,
like, remember that meme? That meme said, the mama said, I don't need you. Go ahead. I don't need you. The guy leaving the house, the good guy who's
yeah,
working hard.
yep,
The daughter say, I never want a man. And the little boy said, I don't want to be a man.
yep,
And
yep,
it's like, you got to develop a relationship with the person that you're with to know. I mean, you got these overprotective people out here, mothers, who say either they give up and say, well, I just can't find a man. I'm going to do it on my own. I'm independent anyway.
right, right,
And then they mess up. And then they say, oh, it's my fault. And they want to blame it, try to make up for it by buying them things, et cetera, et cetera. Well, once you mess up with a child, it's probably scarring, you
right.
know?
In
So what you got to do is don't quit going after these dogs, quit going after these thugs, quit going after, find you a man that, I don't care if you work at McDonald's,
right.
that's dedicated to you and your child, who's going to take the responsibility and leave it alone. Don't give up, because he's out there.
You got something, satellite?
No, I'm just saying. All that stuff sounds good in theory, but try to be that good guy.
you, you,
You'll be walking around heartbroken.
you know,
But
it,
he work at McDonald's, but he got a job. He ain't like Ghost on Power
There's
though.
some guys that don't have a job. Some guys that meet me want to take me out on dates. You got your own place? Where
Date,
you live at? You got a car?
date.
They trying to find a house. They trying to find a place to live. They
right,
trying to find a ride.
right, right.
I
Hey,
mean, if you can find somebody with their head on straight, You can work at McDonald's. I got cousins working at KFC right now, married and happy.
Right. You
Baby, you need some help with that? If you ain't got a job, I'm going to help you get a job.
right.
Because you're
That girl probably
dedicated and you
cheating on
actually
him
want to
though.
do it.
That girl
You
cheating
don't
on
want to
him.
sit on the couch, smoke blunts, and drink all day.
You silly. But let us get into our main topic for the day. And I think we ran a little bit over, so I'm not gonna go into the narratives. But our topic is Valentine's Day, the worst, the best, and how does it matter to you? What was your worst times of Valentine's Day, and what was your best? And do Valentine's Day really even matter to you? You know what I'm saying? Some people don't. For some people, it don't even matter to them. You know what I'm saying? I try to. With me, I look at it like this. I realize what it is. It's a day to get you to spend money. I don't have to take this day to let my wife know how special she is to me. You know, I just but if my wife is, I come under consideration of it if my wife is kind of like serious about it. So I won't downplay her feelings about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll indulge in it. Ain't nothing wrong with getting my wife some, chocolate and some
What y'all doing
flowers.
tomorrow, man?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying because
But
I
what y'all doing tomorrow, man?
a lot of things. Don't worry about that. Somebody might be listening, but but my thing is this, like, you know, your woman being in the workplace, and just say women around her getting flowers and chocolate and stuff, and then that'll strike feelings towards a woman, like, damn, my hubby or my man didn't think enough of me to grab me something. So I understand that aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? So, Brandy, what you think being a woman? Does that matter to
Well, as
you?
far as being a woman, yes, it matters. It matters what you put into it. But it's like people always say, it's always a thought that counts. If we together in a relationship, we're a team. You broke, I'm broke, and guess what? I take a rose, not a dozen roses. I'm not going to say go all out because to me, it's a man-made holiday. All holidays are man-made. All
Yeah.
right? We got it, we got it, we don't, we don't. The best gift I got was what's it called? I can't think of the name of the rose, but anyway, the rose that's different, like a glass type of substance,
Mm-hmm.
You talking about the
and
rose
it's
that cracks,
designed with
crack
gold and
pipe? They
stuff.
smoke
It's
the
cheap.
crack pipes with?
It's the cheapest thing you could think of for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. And
With the
I
light in
was,
it.
I was like, I love this rose. I love the rose. Looking at the rose, baby. You know why? I love that person.
Right.
The person that gave it to me, I love. So I love
Oh,
that
the
person.
pokey
I
rose.
love that rose.
Right.
But it's called cherishing things. Some things, I mean, that rose will never die.
Right.
Not
Right.
like our love did. You know what I mean? That's what he
Oh,
gave me a
y'all still
poem
together
with it.
right
It was
now?
beautiful.
say, hey, sounded like looking at you like, hey, that actually worked.
I ain't getting nothing.
That actually worked. Wait, Hood Howard Stern saying,
But if
right?
you love a person, that's all that matters. I mean, it's all about the thought. You go to a hotel room, give them the same thing you give them every night or every 3 nights, whatever you do, and you get the rolling spread out, and you buy a $200 champagne and all that for one day.
Mm. But the
What
memory,
about getting married? I mean,
but the memories last a
some
lifetime.
people spend some people
She's,
spend $200,000, $300,000
Right.
you
Right.
said, what
on
about
a
getting married?
wedding when you can put that as a down
Like,
payment up
like,
on a house and spend
hello,
50.
hello,
Get
hello,
out of here.
hello.
But wait a minute.
I'm
Hood Howard Stern said, right, fake as holidays laugh. He said, but wait, I can't see this, but I be going out on dates and buying flowers and see the women. I think the typical woman nowadays, the average. No, I'm gonna say typical. I'm gonna say the average woman does not um, enjoy flowers anymore. I think
Yeah, they
if
do.
if
What
if,
you
if
talking
no
about?
if you bring some of the average Well, it depends too. If you got a hood chick, she gonna be like, "What the hell is this?"
No, man, no, no,
No,
no,
no,
no.
no, no.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Okay, you go ahead.
I was trying to close the deal, on the project that I had, and she was giving me a hard time, and I bought her some flowers, and I was able to get those cakes that night.
Right. And I want to say for those that's typing comments, for some weird reason my the internet is done messed up, so I don't have my big comment box like I normally would. So I'm gonna have problems seeing your comments. So I don't know what happened to my internet early. We got a late little jump, so just bear with me. Um, so, but you think you could come with the typical female nowadays and be like, just some flowers, some candy, and that'll be it? Huh? Satellite? What?
The sound is going in
Did we
and out.
lose satellite?
Yeah, no, nah. You hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Do you think we you could come to the typical woman nowadays and just present flowers and candy and she'll be satisfied with it?
Yeah, it depends on what kind of woman you out there trying to get. If you getting some loose
I
wild
was
chick,
thinking the
what you
same
expect?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You what you say, Brandy?
I was thinking the same thing. Always depends on who you get.
Yeah.
You get a high maintenance person, you better have high maintenance money.
Right. But anyone wanting to comment on any of these topics, that number is 646 Press 1 if you want to comment. Definitely I just think some most women don't appreciate that. You can't do that same thing like your grandfathers and all that stuff did back in the day. The little picnics and little picnic. I'm
Picnics.
just saying. I just use that for it. I just use that for an example. The picnics and sharing that little time. They'd be like,
Oh, I thought you said pig dicks.
"That's what you thinking."
Picnic.
So,
Oh
hey,
my gosh.
that's what you thinking, bro. Hey, we got a caller though. Hold on. You rocking with the Fat Cat Show? What's happening?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You got V Max from Norfolk University. You know what I'm saying? PHP, Penthouse Players. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all know me, 1996, graduated. You know what I'm saying? I'm down by a lot. Y'all know why I'm V Max. But at the same time, these women, you know what I'm saying? They act the same. They get brand new. You know what I'm saying? PC. The thing is, see, before I want to say two things. Two things, okay? What ruined the black person was desegregation. See, when they desegregated us, when we could go to the white stores and spend money, people say, "Oh, we brand new." But when we had love before desegregation, you know what I'm saying? We could say, "Okay, I'm gonna get so and so this, I'm gonna get so and so that," and she appreciated. But now, the new millennium, the new days, from 1970 all the way on up to now. After everything got desegregated, black women say, "Well, if he ain't give me this, he don't love me. If he ain't give me this diamond ring, he don't love." But like Thomas said, it's the kind of chick you represent. But see, we are poisoning black women and black men, saying, "Hey man, you gotta get your girl something." Cause remember Rod Holmes, me and Do Dirty, he said, "Rick, B Mac, let's go to casino." I said, "Why, Rod?" It's Valentine's Day, and the girl he got kids by, he said, "If I don't get her nothing, she gonna leave me." So we up there gambling in the casino and everything. Rob made about $200, and he had to pay this girl because, and this back in what, 90, 94, 95.
Damn.
This was like 30 years ago. I remember this, like in college. This girl was like, "If you don't give me nothing for Valentine's Day, you know what I'm saying, you're not loving me." And it's sad because we have got like the white man over the years. We have liked them. It ain't like where the black woman could make a cake and say, "Baby, I made you a watermelon, I picked you some strawberries," but they want material things. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. He said watermelon.
He said watermelon.
It's called.
Like, what
You
the
know what it's
hell?
called? I just made a status about this yesterday. And I say integration was the worst thing that happened to the black community.
Yeah.
Once we got hold of the open market, it was over with. And I said, you out there buying this, buying that, but who are you supporting? Black businesses failing because of this. We had a Black Wall Street, it was all black owned because we couldn't buy nothing anywhere else.
Right. Sound like what you got? No, you're bad over there.
Nah,
You know.
desegregation, I think that hurt black people too.
Yeah.
Because when Martin Luther King, when he was gathering people around talking about we need to be together and love each other and turn the other cheek and all that other stuff, he made people feel like they were so happy to go into that white man's diner and spend their money. And that Jim Crow era was over with.
Right.
That all the black diners suffered, the black hotels suffered.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
didn't teach
But
each
Willie
other.
Lynch got a whole.
Hold on, Brent. What you
We
say?
didn't teach each other to have to be entrepreneurs and to own our own bus stations.
Right.
We spending money so we can sit on the front of the bus instead of have our own bus lines.
Hey, wait a minute. Our story said, shit, hood rats ain't high maintenance because of desegregation.
Right.
You said, you know what I'm saying? They just,
I believe so. I believe so. The child support system and Willie Lynch really did work out. I'm sorry. Because the black family was all that back in the day when they didn't have nothing, when they couldn't buy anything because they weren't allowed in that area.
You know what?
All right, love was a part of that.
Let me tell you this. A lot of things that happen change the dynamics of the black community too. Desegregation was one of them, and the dynamics of the church change too, because remember, families went to church together, and the church was the pillar of the community. Everybody, all the family was at church, everybody. But now you got some people that don't go to church together no more. Some don't go to church, period. The pastors are different. The pastors don't engage the family. Remember when the church, you can go there.
Well, first of all, I hate to cut you off, brother. The pastors are gay now. You know what I'm saying? How you get led from the gay pastor?
Required to work.
You know,
He called it on the right show, huh?
You know what? A lot of them are, but a lot of times too. But a lot of them are like Pastor Wilson too. They take it easy.
No. See, I'm not cutting it down, but see, you got your congregation is corrupt. The drum player is gay. The pastor's gay. You know, in every church is, and then they'll skip. You notice they'll skip the part about Sodom and Gomorrah just to keep getting that money because he don't want to offend nobody. Them sisters be like, they talking about me. I ain't giving them no more money. And then pastors, they agree. They be like, oh, I ain't gonna talk about that gay stuff because that's gonna mess up my money. That's corruption.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah. You know what? Let me say this. That's some churches, but there's a lot of churches.
Right.
There's a lot of churches that still preach that. That's why they not packed. But if you got the mega
Bingo.
You got the mega churches that are ruled by the 501c3. If they preach a certain thing, then they won't get that grant government money, and so they won't preach against it. So you got some preachers that are regulated by other things other than God, and that's what it told. But I know what, by me being raised by a pastor, I know the dynamics of the church and how it used to work, because my grandfather was he was one of them pastors that if a person could call him in the middle of the night and they'd be like, Pastor, my furnace went out. My grandfather would get me.
But see, some pastors. But see, that was a real pastor. But see, some pastors, you could have an appointment to talk to them.
Yeah. That's the mega church. The mega church pastors, them big time ones. Yeah. So
mega church, mega bus. It's like a mega bus. That mega church is like a
And
mega
you
bus
getting
now.
on there.
Let me
Yeah. I go.
let me ask this for everybody in the spirit of Valentine's Day. What was the worst Valentine's Day that y'all had? The worst.
I got pistol whooped back in Flint, Michigan when I went over to the girl's house. She set me up and I got robbed.
Damn.
Oh, I wasn't even.
And
I'm thinking the girl did it.
I was 15 years old, man. I got pistol whooped and woke up in the hospital. That was my worst Valentine's ever. I was 15.
Damn.
If you want to ask me, I'm telling the truth, brother.
Well, damn.
Damn.
I think you got to beat.
Hey,
what about yours, Fat Cat?
You know what? I'm the one asked the question. Y'all got to go around. I feel bad going behind his. I don't think nothing worse than that. Shoot. Getting pistol whipped? Shoot. How you going to go behind that?
You listen, sir? Sir, I'm sorry. Yes, you had to go through that, but that taught you a lesson. Watch out for Flint.
That's how.
Hey, you know what?
That's like
that's
the fifth time I heard something.
Made me tough. I was tough after that, but see, that's why can't nobody pull my wool over my eyes. People will set you up.
You
and I
got
was
beat
over
with
the
a
project. I was
pistol.
doing some things I had no business doing.
You know what?
I hear you.
You know what?
Well, my worst Valentine's Day, oh my God, was nothing compared to that. I just got dumped on Valentine's Day.
Damn.
No, they ain't nothing compared to a pistol whoop.
Right.
You know,
but being dumped on Valentine's Day was kind of hard.
Well, he left
14, 15.
He left you.
Right. I wasn't
When
really.
the pistol whipped you, he knocked
I
you
wasn't
out.
just really left.
Did you have your clothes on when you woke up?
Damn.
Sounds like just shut up. I'm sorry.
But then, I'll tell you what.
All right.
The next, my
hey,
next worst episode.
Please.
Hey, check this out. My next worst episode was being at a college where no girls. It's Valentine's Day, and everybody walk around playing with themselves. You know, in the shower, like. Because I went to Northwood University, and there wasn't a lot of black women up there. And you be in the shower just playing with yourself and talking about, ooh, happy Valentine's Day, strong football players, basketball players. So that was the second most worst experience in the world. Walk around here strong, lifting weights. But I was benching 500 and about 550 pounds, repping it. And I was 250 pounds all muscle. And
do you do a lot of arm presses? Bench press. Okay, I'm not making funny. But what I'm saying is that was like prison, wasn't it? Have you ever heard of someone talk about prison?
Northwood University was a prison.
He said in the shower singing. One arm bigger than the other.
Hey, I heard Howard started saying little light-skinned chick broke up with me and started going with my homie on Valentine's Day because I couldn't buy her nothing when I was 9. What the hell? He said, F me up little light-skinned chicks with light-skinned chicks for a long time. Man, I'm trying to read this thing my glass.
You know what messed me up on one of my bad Valentine's Day experiences?
What?
I took this girl to dinner. I took her to the movies. I even got a room. And she was on her period.
Oh.
You know what I told her? I said I was about to go to the gas station. And I just drove home. And she drove with me, so I don't know how she got home.
Oh, man. Shit. I guess.
I just went home to my woman.
I guess my worst day. He said I just went home to my woman.
Wait. He said, wait. You had a room, brother, and you said you just went home to your woman.
Right.
What the fuck was that?
He's sad.
You know what?
But it was hurtful, though, you know? She messed up my whole plans. Then when I came home, my girl
I
was
think.
like, "What's wrong with you,
Well,
baby?" I
thank
was like,
God she did.
I had a bad day.
Thank
I just
God she did, because you would have messed up her whole life. She had hopes and plans.
Dang.
Never, nothing happened.
No, I got her later on though.
Say,
When she came off her period, it was on.
hey, said, Kane, you gonna mess up that damn girl's life too? Like, damn. Like, man, you know.
I was so mad, and she made me go buy some rubbers. I was so mad. I was like, man, I spent $3 on these rubbers.
You feel a little burning?
Man, what the
You're on
heck?
fire.
So what was your
I'm like,
best
I have a
best
question for
Valentine's
y'all,
Day?
y'all.
What was,
I have a question. Now I'm gonna answer that question. I'm gonna give that answer, but with a question. Was penicillin worth more back then, 20 years ago, or was penicillin worth more now?
okay, you know, I'm put y'all on mute. I can't stop laughing.
man, you asking a weird question, man. You said penicillin.
No,
Well, he
because y'all
said
know.
he said it was Satellite just saying.
No.
She made me start wearing rubbers again.
No, that's not
Y'all
that's
know.
not what I said. I said I would have
Y'all
bought
know.
some rubbers. Meaning I could have bought myself a beer instead of buying them rubbers.
No, look, we got to stay on topic because we only got 8 minutes left. And my thing is what was the best Valentine's Day that you had?
I never had a good one.
Oh yeah, because you was with whore bags. I forgot.
Right.
Yeah. So Brandy, the best Valentine's Day you ever had?
Like I told you, the one with the rose and I was dipped in this glass substance. And it lasted forever until I lost it. Not like I lost one.
Okay.
You know what I just realized?
What?
I never went wrong Valentine's Day before.
Oh my God.
Satellite, you're a trip. Satellite is a trip in the fall.
No, that's what I said. Was penicillin worth more back then versus now?
Oh, man, you stuck on this penicillin.
I know,
thing.
dog. Hey.
You all right? You all right?
No, he's serious. He is so serious. We was joking.
If a doctor said, "Hey, here's a bottle of penicillin. You want some?" Would you be the guy? Was you the type of guy that'd take it, or just say, "No, I don't need that. I'm straight."
I want to ask you a question.
I believe everybody on the show.
I want to ask you a question.
For free.
You ever got burnt by your girlfriend before?
Man, I don't know what Barry talking.
Next.
I don't know what Barry talking about, man. You know.
He mad. He mad because we laughed at him. I'm sorry.
Man, so let me see. Wait a minute. We got my mom. You rocking with the Fat Cat Show? What's happening?
Hey.
Wait a minute. You rocking with the Fat Cat Show? What's happening?
Hey, Fat Cat, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
My best Valentine's Day was when I got a jacuzzi room. I got a jacuzzi room and some flowers and some loving. That was my best Valentine's Day. So we still friends to this day.
What you say, Sally?
They got a jacuzzi room on 8 Mile in Greenfield.
Stop.
Shut up. I can't do it.
Stop.
Hey, I don't care where it was at, Satellite, but guess what? I had a ball.
Stop.
And that's all that matters.
Stop it. But
I had a ball.
I agree with her. Because fuck that player hating shit. I agree with you, girl. You know what I'm saying? You do your
That's
thing.
all that
If
matters.
that's the only time that everybody wanted to touch you in your life, you should hold on to that memory.
wait a minute.
Man, I missed this show. Y'all have me go, okay. My gut hurts. Okay.
Y'all doing too much
That's
today.
They
probably
do.
the only
They
thing that
do.
ever touched this
Girl,
girl in her
they
life.
do.
And y'all player hating on her.
No, nobody play hating. They're just joking.
She probably say the rubber and everything.
That's the best one. I have a question. What was your worst one?
Oh,
What was your
you
worst?
just waiting on me to get on, wasn't you, Satellite?
Leave people alone, Satellite.
That ain't Satellite.
That ain't me.
What was your worst?
That's V Mac.
Oh,
That's V Mac.
I'm sorry. Oh my God! It's just y'all attacking. All one.
No.
What was your worst Valentine's Day?
No, man. But anyway, V Mac, man, you ain't take too much penicillin, did you?
Well,
Well, he's not allergic.
Man, oh man. This is crazy though.
Not allergic. He can't take it no more. They're the fact another antibiotic.
But you know, what's up? What you guys sound like before I start our close out?
Oh no, I got tears coming out my eyes. Oh man.
But you know what?
They have to show
At least I ain't like Satellite and got dissed.
Ooh.
Got played.
That wasn't even me.
But you know what? You never said your worst Valentine's Day, though. You never said your worst Valentine's Day.
Oh, I did.
The worst.
I told my story about the worst Valentine's Day. And I had to go home to my girlfriend.
I'm talking about the young lady.
And the girl I was with,
yeah,
she didn't want to do. She was on her period.
Yeah. So you gotta go to get the story right quick because I gotta wrap up in a minute.
Oh, my worst Valentine's Day was when a friend of mine passed away on Valentine's Day.
oh man, that's
sad.
That was the worst Valentine's Day I had. A good friend of mine passed away on Valentine's Day. Got shot by another friend.
Dang.
Oh.
that's
By mistake when we were younger playing Russian roulette.
What?
I'm
That's
sorry.
more East Side
I'm so
stuff.
sorry that happened.
Sorry to hear that.
But anyway, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to the show tonight. Want to thank V Mac Crazy, but Brandy, we'll thank her and the Dream. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. Satellite, you got any last things before we close it out?
Everybody, I hope everybody have a fantastic Valentine's Day tomorrow. And don't wear a condom.
What?
And don't pull out.
Wow. So you want Valentine's Day babies?
Not me. I'm talking about the mother cats.
Nah, man. Be safe out here because I don't want no more risks of retarded kids.
What the hell?
I'm just saying, just strap up. If you gonna do it, strap up. You know, be safe. It's always better to be safe. But thank the Hood Howard Stern for tuning in, E Block Radio. Everybody that chose to tune in.
90 seconds.
And listen to the show. And like I said, man, Valentine's Day it's a simple day for me. You know, I love every day is Valentine's Day when I'm with my wife. So it don't you know, it's nothing different to me. I still
you're a real sweetheart, man.
Oh yeah, indubitably. But anyway, like Satellite said, you know, spend that time if that's your thing, spend that time with your loved
60
one.
seconds.
And go raw.
Spend that time. I don't know about the raw stuff because we don't want the AIDS circulating. But
I ain't saying go raw with a prostitute. I just said go raw.
Hey, shoot, who knows who got it? You know, protect yourself. You know, want to be safe and not sorry. You know, well, you talked about them nights of looking up in the ceiling and wonder if you killed yourself. So why would you want to risk that on? Because you don't know. Because there's a lot of horror bags on Valentine's Day.
We coming down to the end of the show.
Yeah, we're coming down to the end. So everybody be safe out there. Drive safe. If you out there partying, you know what? It's Thursday. But some people go out. But be safe out there.
10 seconds.
seconds.
We up out of here, y'all. Peace. And we out.